Well, here we are. Thoughts me off is Rednecks Pride Outdoors. Getting a lot of inquiries on our Rednecks Pride Outdoors mink and muskrat snares. Uh, this, so I thought I'd do a video on it. This is our 24. This is our MM24, and we have it so you can hook it to a brick, or you can hook it around a little sapling on the small trails. Get right to it. Swivel here. Okay, if you like them double swivel, we can put a double swivel in there for you. But again, we can go around through your little saplings. Go through. If I can get it working right. Okay. Pull it down. Right next to it. All right, or your stakes or whatever you want to do. This particular mink and muskrat snare is a 1x19, 1/16. So it's 1/16, 1x19. Gives you approximately a 2.5, 3-inch loop. All right. We have a 275-pound barrel swivel. Then we have our 5/64 extension. We also make it in 35. MM35, and we make an MM15, okay, which is the MM15 has got a wire swivel at the end here, because it's just sitting there like that for your brick sets and what have you. Now I see a lot of folks out there talking about the double loads. Everybody's starting to double load. Everybody's starting to double load. We brought the double load out. I brought it out to the public with Newt. Probably 10 years ago, maybe not even that long. Finally, maybe 8 years ago, I let everybody know it. But I've been double loading these my cables for 20 years. Okay, and what a double load is this? You know you got a true double load and not an overload. Okay, a double load and an overload. They're both extremely fast snares, mink snares. But there's a difference between them. When you look at this, I'll put it here next to my shirt, you know it's a double load when you see this flat side right here. Brian Nelson and Brian Flowers calls it an ugly loop. And it is, it's ugly. Okay? But this loop here is a true double load. Is this flat side. Looks like somewhat like a bullet in a way. It's got a flat side right here. All right. We also put a loop right here, not a gooseneck, and the reason is it acts as a double lock without being a double lock, and it never really wedges up like some goosenecks can. All right. Plus, when you got a mink in there, all you got to do is find that little loop, cut your C7s. Take your C7s, cut that little loop right there, all right? And this comes right off your lock. You got the whole system, take it back to the shop, put it on the new systems. Now, what's the benefit of a double load over a overload? Well, I'll just show you. All right, you want to see that again? I'll show you again. You see, the double load has a firing mechanism. I can hit this thing all I want. I'm hitting it. I'm hitting it. Now watch. Downward fire. So when you have this loop, and Mr. Mink comes by and he hits it with his neck, boom, you got him. All right? Takes very little pressure. Very little pressure. Again, mink coming through, boom, 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 boom. You got him. All right? Your overload, if it's too overload, you do this, it fires, right? So I can take this, shake this, do everything I want to it, and it fires down. All right, that's what this is, the 1x19. We also make it in 1/16 7x7. A lot of guys like the 7x7 because it's a little softer cable, if you will. All right, but this is the true Rednecks Pride Outdoors double loaded mink and muskrat snare. Now, why have a double load? Well, simply this. When I put this in the water and a mink or a muskrat's is swimming up to it, All they got to do is this. It's down on them. See? It closes. Now, I stopped it with my hand. But as soon as they hit it with this part of their body, boom, boom, it's down. It's on them. It's got them. All right? So that's the true Rednecks Pride Outdoors double load. And how can you tell double load? Straight edge here. All right? And you set your double loads on your 11 and 1s. So 2 fingers right there. Boom, 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 boom. With this load also, I can make the loop a little bit bigger rather than being a true baseball size. I can make it a little bit bigger. That way when they come through, it fires. Now, this also fires on an swing out fire. Again, if you ever listen to my talks, most cable restraints, except for the overload and a double load, if it's a standard load or no load, they are made for swing out, meaning this loop's got to come out here like this, right? It's got to come out here like this, then pull and shut. The double load, I can go down or I can go swing out. Either way, I've got it. Also, the thing with the double load is this is a 3.5-inch loop. In order for fire, the animal's got to catch it with this chest, a vertical chest, foxes, coyotes. All right, they hit it. They got to come out here, the 3 inches. This has got to pivot 3 inches plus, boom, to fire. All right. Your mink, muskrat, raccoons, skunk, possum, beaver. I'm missing something. I know I'm missing a few more. Weasel. All right. They're all slanted chest, meaning the bottom of their chin to the bottom of their chest does this, which means when they're coming up to it, okay, they're not pushing out like this. They're going to go over top of it, and boom, there you got it. All right, so this is the Rednecks Pride Mink and Muskrat MM25. Comes with a collar, little plastic collar, so you can use your 14 gauge or your 11. You're not going to fit a 9 in here, but 14 gauge will fit in here. All right, just inline swivel, and we also, if you want them, you can request a swivel for a double swivel. All right, thoughts from the office. Just thought I'd talk about the Rednecks Pride Mink and Muskrat snares. See you later.